What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another short little episode here of Papa Kirby Racing. So what we're doing today is we're going to be replacing the cam arm on my the cam on my cam arm clutch here assembly, right? So if you notice here, I have 3 of them here that are pretty worn. I don't know if you can see the wear, but it's pretty badly worn there on this one, right? And then I have these other ones here as well that are also the same there. You can see the wear there, and then you can see the wear there. So these when these do wear this much here, you do want to replace them because it does cause issues with engaging on the bucking bar. So it won't be able to engage fully properly. It won't pop it out all the way, right? You won't have the full travel of the arm because of that wear, right? So when you notice like issues with your clutch and disengaging, you've already done like adjustments to the flower nut or your cable, that sort of thing. You definitely want to look at the cam there, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get a 10mm wrench, right? You're going to loosen this bolt up top here. Simple as that, all right? And then the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to then get a piece of metal. I'm sorry, not a piece of metal. We're going to get this hammer. Now you have to use a piece of metal with this one. A piece of wood isn't going to work. So what I end up doing is I end up using like this here. Sorry, I end up using this here and then just hitting it like this here, and then it'll just pop it out. All right, and you can see it's already, boom, there you go. Came out just like that, right? So now I can go ahead and put my new one on, right? So I'm sorry, I can put my new this piece on here. I don't really like this one, just because it's straight and and they can put these on crooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this out for one of these here, right? So I like the one here where the arm does have that bend, right? So the part that's tricky here is getting the teeth in here lined up in here, right? So I'm going to clean this up real quick here. I'm not going to do this on camera, but I'm going to clean this up and then we'll come back to how this gets pressed on here. Alright guys, so I got everything cleaned up. Got the cam in device. So what I did here is I set it so that it was flush there, that bottom piece there that hits the bucking bar. And so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to press this in. But here's the deal is you got to make sure that it's like the stock, right? So this one, I wish I could tell you this one, but this one was put on backwards. But here you want to make sure that the arm is really that this section here is parallel to this here, right? Because then when you have it set up, you then have this the movement of the arm is in exactly how you want it, right? So it's not where for example, you're like this is off, it's way out here, and then it requires a lot of movement, right, before you even start touching the bucking bar with the cam, right? So this is the part where it gets a little tricky here. So and to be quite honest with you, this is the first time I've done this, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a professional at this one, but I just thought like, hey, you know what, let's do it together, right? So what I'm going to try to do here is tap this lightly in here as best as I can, because there is a process to this whole thing, but I'm going to try to get this in here as best I can in here, see if it can kind of like just stay in place, right? And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this is a 13mm socket, right? I'm going to take the socket, I'm going to put it over it, and I'm going to hit it, and then let's just pray that it goes in evenly, right? So here we go. So let's see, I don't think it's going in because it looks like this thing here is moving. So let me see if I can get it a little bit tighter, and then I think I don't want to get it too tight, right? Because I also don't want to mess up that cam. But it looks like it actually did go in though. You guys can see there, just it looks like it just went in like a little bit there. So we're gonna keep going at it, keep hitting it here, and it looks like we're still in that same position here. We're still parallel here, so let's keep going at it, and let's just keep saying our wishes here. So let's see here. We are almost in all the way there. I think if we compare it to another one here, you can see here that that one is pressed in more. This one still has a little bit to go, but it is evenly getting pressed in there though, so at least we're getting there. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this here offline though. I'm not gonna need, obviously I'm not gonna show the whole process here. Don't need to. All right, so after a bunch of messing around with it, this is as good as it's gonna get. It's not gonna go all the way down, but it is on there straight, right? And as I mentioned, it's parallel here. So as I said, definitely something that you can do. I know it can be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but you got to be able to do it. You got to take care of this here. You know, sometimes these things are overpriced, like a whole one of these, like these for example, these here, it was like 2 of these for 12 bucks, but look at the hole there, right? I have to bore out the hole versus this hole here. You know, I could have bought these ones too, I guess, but the whole thing is that when you buy these two, it's like the combination of stuff they come with. Sometimes it's like, well, you know, like you're making me have to do the work I'm doing anyways, so like I might as well just buy, you know, this piece here by itself, and then I can just pop this out and press this back on, right? I mean, it's not that difficult. And again, it's just, you know, part of the hobby anyways, right? So just a quick tip again for you guys on, again, just maintenance for your bike.